So it seems our presentation did not really arrive there. Okay. So anyway, imagine you're searching for a specific information in a large corpus of text documents, and let's say PDFs, and keyword matching is not enough. So what we did is at T&M we implemented such a system for a customer which can do that. So unfortunately that doesn't seem to be here, so I can show it visually, but maybe later. So the goal is that our customer wants to assess whether a company is eligible for their sustainable investment fund. So they want to search for companies, and companies send their documents. So our customer has to sift through a lot of different documents and assess whether they adhere to certain sustainability rules. For example, is there an anti-bribery strategy in place? Do they respect human rights? So what they can do, they can implement documents, PDFs, whatever, send a search for specific topics, and this will automatically be highlighted within the PDF, and also the special or the important parts will be extracted. So of course we are very happy that we can reduce the cost of sustainable investment, and but this very same system can also be expanded to any other use case which is similar, basically extracting important information out of PDFs and also web pages. So, thank you.
Someone here from Adobe? Thanks.
To be outside. Okay, that's so this is work of two of my students who implemented a tool for automatic transcription of interviews based on public APIs from Google, IBM, and Co. And the main focus is taking a transcript of an audio file and then having an efficient editor which makes it easy to change the errors which are in the transcript. And the goal is to make that into a product in a couple of days. So,
I think people are setting up their demos and forgot about the presentations. I'm sorry about that.
we can make a competition out of that. Somebody has to go to the front with names.
Yeah, so it feels like PowerPoint karaoke, just come on, please. All right. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm Phil Garden. So my colleague John Antonakis at UNIL has this concept of charisma, which shows a high-level semantic that he likes to infer. He's also very good at exuding charisma. I'm not, because these traits do not include swearing or telling jokes. But we infer the charisma using what we call charismatic leadership traits. Examples of which you can see, they're metaphors, stories, anecdotes. The research involved checking whether we can predict those types of high-level semantics using deep learning. The answer is yes, more or less, using quite modest deep learning. The demo is about taking a look at why it's doing what it is doing, which is generally predicted by these attention curves. So we're looking at the way attention is working across these utterances and how the attention is telling the classifier what to classify. That's more or less it. Okay, no takers.
today a method for biomedical question answering. So as you know, we can use today neural networks in order to answer questions, but these models work very well in the generic domain. However, in the biomedical domain, there are many challenges related to the expertise vocabulary that is present, but also to the fact that we don't have as much of data that we have in the generic domain. So we have come up with an approach which includes semantics that we get from biomedical lexicons to do a corroboration of both that will re-rank the candidates of a deep learning system into a more relevant way with respect to the question, so that we can get precision even in the biomedical domain. Thank you.
So this was a problem of ambiguous speech. We said that the demo session will be outside, and they understood that they should be outside already, instead of being here and presenting their slides. So I suggest that we go back and start at the beginning, and whoever is there just jumps to the front and explains his or her slide.
All right, so, yeah, great.
Hi everyone. So at Adobe, what we're trying to do is developing an in-house tool for our executives and product managers to monitor social media data in real time and generate some actionable insights from those. So presently what we do, we support 6 different social channels and about 100 different services and products which Adobe offers. And using this, you can have a sense of things like how satisfied is the customer with this particular feature in Photoshop, what are the areas of improvements, and how actionable, how you can accentuate your sprint planning, what are the next features that the user might be requesting, and so on. So I'll explain more during the demo session.
Hello everyone, I'm heavily sleep deprived, so I have to do this with notes. We proudly present our first beta release of the Impresso web search interface. In the Impresso project, we develop means to assist researchers from the social sciences, like historians, in investigating their research questions. And for this purpose, computational linguists from the EPFL and from the University of Zurich, historians from the University of Lausanne, and digital historians from the University of Luxembourg, where we also have user interface designers, work together to improve browsing huge text collections of historical newspapers. And if you would like to browse through centuries of historical newspapers as well, and if you want to learn how we actually make all this possible, come and see me at the demo booth. Thanks.
Hi everyone, my name is Maurice. So nowadays every company wants to be customer-centric and wants to listen to its customers. And one of the best ways to get customer feedback is through open-ended text questions where people can express their opinions in their own words. Now, asking these kind of questions is easy, evaluating them is hard. You have to categorize them into a consistent code frame, and this is just a very tedious thing. That's why we built Codit.co, me, my colleague, and me. We started at the beginning of last year, and yeah, happy to announce it's now the best product available for this kind of purpose. How we achieve this, it's a 3-step process. First, we take publicly available data to generate embeddings. Then we train it on the 2 million responses that our customers have now reviewed on our platform. And finally, it is fine-tuned on the customer-specific data. It is now in use at market research agencies, but also big corporates like Swisscom or Booking.com. Looking forward to show you more during the demo afterwards. Thank you very much.
My slide didn't come, okay. So, what we did, hi, my name is Hans-Peter. We built a solution, a platform that focuses on two main topics that companies are currently confronted with. Number one, they would like to implement AI solutions, but they are lacking AI experts to build these solutions for them. And number two, they would like to cover multiple topics within one platform, not being forced to having to buy several isolated, siloed AI solutions next to each other, what the current landscape of AI solutions actually offers to them. And that's exactly what we have done. We have built an easy-to-use, simplified AI platform that a business expert can build their own multiple solutions around AI, serving their business needs.
Hi everyone, I'm Annette from the EdTech spin-off, ETH spin-off TaskDays. We help students learn by providing them with an automatic didactic feedback. This means that we not only tell a student what they did wrong, but also how they can improve next time. This is an especially challenging problem for open questions. We need to understand if a student has understood the concept and provide feedback from the open question. Please find a solution for this problem at our booth.
Hi, my partner Dominic Steiner and me made a software online platform which provides an overview about large tax corporates, and you can see there actually the distribution of the labels if the corporate is already labeled, and you can see what the text is about. So topic modeling. Additionally, you can compare your own algorithms, classifiers, with out-of-the-box classifiers and see how good it is working on the example data sets. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Alex. We deal very often with the problem that we need to provide semantic search over unknown subject domains. So what we're going to show you today is how one can take just the content, for example, of a company's website, map that to generic ontologies, and create knowledge graphs out of data that can help them improve the search dramatically. More at the demo. Thank you.
Hello. So I will be talking about the website dialectgarden.ch. This would have fit quite well into the Swiss track, but I couldn't be here yesterday, so I'm presenting it today. Dialectgarden.ch is an interactive website that presents various visualizations for Swiss German dialects based on data from linguistic atlases. Please come to have a look at the different types of visualizations that we have there. In terms of news, for the Swiss German side, we have a new mapping backend since the beginning of the year and also additional data. And as a second type of news, we also now cover the French, Italian, and Romansh dialect areas thanks to data that we got from Hans Goebel in Salzburg. So we cover the entire linguistic landscape of Switzerland. Thank you.
Thanks, this is joint work with Jürgen over there. Yeah, so we hear a lot about cool NLP things, but out in the world for normal data scientists that are not expert there, it's still a little bit a barrier between. So what we are proposing here is a Python package called, since yesterday, NLPZ. We also have a GitHub page now. Basically, the idea is that you have your documents, your texts in a pandas data frame, you funnel it through our package, you can, in simple steps, you can add, enrich it, or just use Spatie as we use it. And in the end, it puts it into Elasticsearch. So, because that's one other part why lots of non-experts don't like NLP, it's really difficult to get hold of the texts and visualize them, explore them. So we find that Kibana is really nice for that. So come by our booth. Jürgen can show what he has done with it for TripAdvisor and the Inside Paradeplatz text. Thanks.
Hello, my name is Christine. Hello, my name is Christine, and my topic is website optimization in the industry, and the big question how to identify search terms that users are searching for, and how to find the gaps between the website and the web text and the terms that are lost there. And I will show you in the demo today a small, very, very small workflow that includes website scraping, building a small corpus, doing lemmatization and word frequency count. And the question is not to make the word frequency count, the question is how to make NLP applications easy and pragmatic, available for daily business tasks. And if you want to know something about it, let me know. Thank you.